absolutely no question about it, because when he did land, you could see those elbows drop, but he is capable of landing some good punches himself, the Filipino fighter, who, as you say, has got...
Usapang bakbakan, di magpapahuli pag may bagong laban.
Latest fight tayo, ngayong December 12, 2025, sa Duty Free Stadium sa Dubai, sumabak ang ating kababayan ng Tubong Cebu, Dave Peñalosa. Pumasok siya sa laban dala ang record na 20 panalo, 12 knockouts at 1 talo. Dahil sa talas at bagsik ng kanyang mga suntok, kilala siya sa bansag na The Hunter, isang manlalaban na kalmado, mapagmatyag at handang umatake sa tamang pagkakataon.
Vamos a ver cómo reacciona Dave Peñalosa.
Bitbit din niya ang 5 sunod-sunod na panalo bago ang laban na ito. Dito ay hinarap niya ang mabagsik na Russian fighter na si Alaev, may record na 13 panalo, 7 knockouts at 1 talo at nagmumula rin sa 4 na sunod-sunod na panalo. Nakataya sa kanilang laban ang WBA Gold Intercontinental Lightweight title. Bago yan, palike at subscribe na lang. Malaking tulong yan sa aming mga content creator. Sa unang round, southpaw ang stance ang Pinoy na si Peñalosa habang orthodox naman si Alaev. Naging maingat ang dalawang fighters kung saan parehong may knockout power ang mga suntok.
Black, trimmed with gold, is Alaev. From Grozny in Russia, he resides right here in Dubai, so he's got plenty of connections.
KA the Hunter, operating out of the southpaw stance. He's held regional titles, the featherweight Oriental champion. And he's just looking to measure the range with that southpaw jab to the body. Looking for a speculative right hand around the corner, and he was picked off by a 2-shot combination from Alaev, who's keeping it really tight out of that orthodox stance. Drives in a good right hand to the body. And Alaev has found his range pretty effectively in the first minutes of this opening round. So the two men fencing with the lead hands, and I can tell you from our ringside commentary position here, our eye level is about the same level as the canvas, and the feet of the two fighters are treading on the toes repeatedly. Stab jab to the body attempted by Peñalosa, and that body shot brought about a little bit of a response. It was a long looping right hand, and Peñalosa, if he takes a right hand to the chin or the nose, that makes him blink. He comes back with a right-left combination of his own. Elbows rather splayed, a right-left combination of his own. Elbows rather splayed. He goes in search of a 3-shot combo, spinning off the line to leave him facing over the top ropes. Was the man from Russia. Alaev tucking up tightly, looking for that backhand to the body. Stepping in behind a nice right jab to the body is Peñalosa, and every modicum of success that he enjoys is cheered to the rafters here. There's a good bolo backhand, and he's kept the combination going, including turning underneath a sumptuous uppercut. Established his distance more immediately. Driving right hand is a good shot, then the left hook to the body just brings the elbows down at Peñalosa, and the body attack continues, and Peñalosa feeling the effects of these. He's got a wide-eyed expression now, and the left hook continuing to dig into the ribcage. There's an uppercut, and he's just seeking some refuge near the ropes. He's keeping the movement going, keeping his composure, but that was a terrific passage of the round for Alaev. Real heavy shots, principally to the body with that left hook, and the body shots I think have had an impactful effect because Peñalosa appeared to feel them. And
Pagdating ng round 2, uminit na ang dalawang mandirigma. Parehong malalakas ang mga pinakawalan.
Gold title on the line, and coming out, finding the range with the southpaw left cross is Peñalosa. There's a nice long jab to the body from Alaev. And Alaev, look at how he's trying to keep his foot outside the southpaw lead right leg of Peñalosa. Not walking forwards in a straight line, but almost
moving forwards at the same time, seeking to control that distance on the outside. Because if his foot is on the outside of Peñalosa's, there's a good left hand from Peñalosa, who's just disorganized the boxing stance of Alaev, and now he's forced to retreat. My goodness. Peñalosa feeling the effects of a shot to the body in the opening round, and a left cross to the jaw against Alaev has caused him to back up as he seeks to have
that left hand upstairs did bring about a response Fascinating contest this one as we approach the halfway stage of the second. Alaev reaching down to the body once again. And he calls himself the hunter, does Peñalosa. In what manner will he go about securing his in contest this one as we approach the halfway stage of the second. Alaev reaching down to the body once again. And he calls himself the hunter, does Peñalosa. In what manner will he go about securing his quarry, securing his prey? Patience with the right jab. Oh, there's a good right hand to the body and it visibly doubled over Peñalosa. And then a follow-up right hand came out of the orthodox stance. And it was almost a two-way action across the course of the first 2 minutes of this second round, because Alaev was hurt by a cross to the jaw. And then he has recovered and has gone in search of the man from Cebu City's body. And he was hurt by those shots downstairs. And he's breathing through an open mouth now, is Peñalosa. And that jab came back on a rather circuitous route. He went back via the belt line rather than back to the on-guard position. Beautiful. And that jab came back on a rather circuitous route. He went back via the belt line rather than back to the on-guard position. Beautiful right uppercut from the right hand in the middle of that combination. Right, left, right uppercut. But just restoring the rhythm is that left jab to the body once again from Alaev, who's really pushing off that back foot, not loading up but getting plenty of leverage into that backhand. Crashing right cross, lands on the jaw of Peñalosa. It backs him up because of the sheer force of it.
Sa round 3, tuloy ang aksyon, sigawan ang mga Filipino fans para sa suporta sa ating kababayan.
4-12. And Alaev took a strong left cross to the jaw, which just caused him to disengage for a portion of the second round. There was more success to the body from Alaev after he recovered from that single shot success. It was a powerful right cross once again from Alaev. Cross in response from Peñalosa. Something may have been taken
as Peñalosa thought to come forwards.
To the body from Alaev after he recovered from that single shot success. It was a powerful right cross once again from Alaev. In response from Peñalosa. Something may have been taken off it because Alaev was pivoting off the line, and then he got through with a sneaky right uppercut on the inside as Peñalosa sought to come forwards. Looking for the left uppercut once again, but Alaev spins smartly away. It's going to be countered by a shot such as that. Looking for the right hand over the top, and then there's a crushing left hook to the body from Alaev. Peñalosa gets off the ropes and back to the space of ring center. That's a solid right hand landed with a resounding thud from Alaev, but Peñalosa taking it well. He can see these shots coming. He's not really employing much head movement at the moment, whereas Alaev is spinning off the line when he senses that the backhand may be coming, the one that buzzed him in the second round. Peñalosa is almost, well, he was just creeping backwards.
And there's not much head movement coming from Peñalosa. There he takes a left hook to the body, and it's as though he's waiting to counter the attack that is coming from that left flank with his own overhand southpaw left. The zip and sharpness has really gone out of his movement. 50 years ago in October 75. Andy Clark had the privilege of being down there for IBA because they staged IBA Pro in commemoration of.
Sa round 4, ilang solidong suntok ang tumama mula kay Alaev sa katawan ni Peñalosa na naging dahilan upang umatras ito at lumaban sa distansya.
So as he comes out to answer the bell for round number 4, Alaev is increasing the pressure here, or seeking to, but an authoritative southpaw jab just keeping him at bay momentarily, letting him know that he can't walk forwards with impunity. Looking for the southpaw left once again. The first 2 rounds were filled with two-way action, and Alaev, who is from Russia but lives in Dubai, there's a large band of Russian support here tonight. Oh, that's a good right hand to the body, and it just rooted Peñalosa to the canvas.
By a cracking shot that came in from the backhand. And that response was brought about pretty early on in the round. Still 2 minutes to go for Peñalosa. Risky, of course, to reach down for body shots, but I think he's diminishing the speed of him.
Peñalosa, as he comes out to answer the bell for round number 4, Alaev is increasing the pressure here, or seeking to, but an authoritative southpaw jab, just keeping him at bay momentarily, letting him know that he can't walk forwards with impunity. Looking for the southpaw left once again. The first 2 rounds were filled with two-way action. And Alaev, who is from Russia but lives in Dubai, there's a large fighting spirit. But I think his energy levels are being drained pretty rapidly by this accurate punching to the body. His movement has really slowed. He's certainly not able to get onto the front foot and pursue his man. And I think it's his experience here that's keeping him in contention. And of course, his fierce competitive pride. But if Alaev were to step on the gas with a sustained attack, principally to the body, he could well hasten the demise of the man from the Philippines. When will he seek to assert that type of authority and pressure?
Was releasing before in the first couple of rounds, and then there's another right cross which doubled him over. He's fiddling with that protective cup. I think he's really feeling the effects of these body shots. His mouth is wide open. Oh my goodness, that is a right hand which is shaking him down to his boots. He seemed to wobble, but then he had the wherewithal to walk forwards and claim his man. The 10-second clap resounded. He'd been hurt to the body once again, but
Mas gumanda ang palitan sa round 5, kung saan nakapasok ang ilang malilinis na counter punches ni Peñalosa. Ngunit hindi pa rin bumitaw sa pressure ang Russian boxer.
Not been a rapid change of tempo, and the mouthpiece has come out. He's been hurt to the body once again. The mouthpiece has been retrieved by Ledek Jankovic, but unlike the 3-round code of IBA boxing, he'll wait for an appropriate moment, and he's not even bothered with it being rinsed. And I think he's spoken to Peñalosa about spitting the mouthpiece, because that is a veteran's tactic to buy themselves some time when they are under pressure.
and that is the difference between IBA 3-round boxing and IBA Pro. Different protocols, different conventions in the way the bouts are officiated and
but I think they will.
And he is slowly turning up the temperature here now. It's not been a rapid change of tempo, and the mouthpiece has come out. He's been hurt to the body once again. The mouthpiece has been retrieved by Ledek Jankovic, but unlike the 3-round code of IBA boxing, he'll wait for an appropriate moment, and he's not even bothered with it being rinsed. And I think he's spoken to Peñalosa about spitting the mouthpiece, because that is a veteran's tactic to buy themselves some time when they are under pressure. And that is the difference between IBA 3-round boxing and IBA Pro. Different protocols, different conventions in the way the bouts are officiated and scored, and indeed in the way in which the boxers have to go about their craft. Alaev ending that with an uppercut. Well, he's showing a veteran's defiance here, is Peñalosa, because he's not only in there surviving, he's hanging tough and firing back. 4 years older than Alaev, and he's showing him that this victory is going to have to be earned. He's not going to surrender. And that can sometimes place a little bit of doubt in a man who is having so much success, and yet the opponent is still there when he appears on the brink of defeat. Brings to mind
Joe Calzaghe often said about his contest with Chris Eubank. It's not the same, of course, because we're talking about different levels. But Joe Calzaghe scored that first round knockdown, and Chris Eubank got off the canvas, raised his right glove, which would be a little bit of a shimmy and a showboat, almost a twerk from
Peñalosa. But when Christopher Livingston Eubank got off the canvas, he shook his right fist in the direction of Joe Calzaghe, as if to say, I'm still here and I'm coming. And come he did. And Joe Calzaghe...
Sa round 6, si Alaev pa rin ang agresibong lumalapit habang patuloy na nagko-counterpunch si Peñalosa.
So, the southpaw from Cebu City in the Philippines is showing cussed defiance here because he's losing the rounds, he's been hurt, or at least has been made to appear a little vulnerable, particularly to the body in several of the rounds, dare I say it, all of the rounds. His energy levels appear to be running...
Mula sa isang kombinasyon ni Alaev, bumagsak si Peñalosa, ngunit agad siyang tumayo at ipinagpatuloy ang laban.
Backwards, gets back up with a rueful grin. Leszek Jankowiak tolling the mandatory count, and he's asking Peñalosa to walk towards him. There are still 2 minutes and more remaining in the round. Oh, he's being pieced up here to go from both flanks, working down the body, hands to bring the hands down. And Alaev, well again, he's hit the man with everything and he's still there, and that could be placing doubt into his mind. You can see he's in magnificent condition. Alaev, he's rather muscular, and he put in a real anaerobic burst there to try and get his man out of there, and yet Peñalosa is still seeking to back him up and comes back with his own left cross. So is he beginning to doubt his boxing gloves? Is he being befallen by the curse of the puncher? Alaev, because here he is with a man seemingly there to be knocked out, and he's tottered backwards after taking another right cross. Has he injured his ankle because he's standing rooted to the canvas? He's not moving at the moment. But this is pretty much one-way traffic, and Alaev is unable to put his man away, despite knocking him down in pretty heavy fashion, with more than 2 minutes left in the round. 7 knockout of Alaev. But again, when he's been hitting an opponent as flush as he's been tagging Peñalosa, for as frequently as he's been hitting him, then I think he would suspect that this fight should be over. But Peñalosa, not only in there surviving, he's looking to fire back. His punch is now devoid of zip and pop. His feet, he's remaining right of the ring towards his corner. Pressing leather now is Alaev, and that brings about a burst of defiance from Peñalosa. And I'm not quite sure who he's engaging in conversation with, or maybe he's trying to discourage Alaev once again, as if to say, is that all you've got? And he's still there pitching.
Bago magsimula ang round 7, nagpasya ang kampo ni Dave Peñalosa na itigil na ang laban. Sa huli, nanalo si Alaev via retirement at inangkin ang WBA Gold Intercontinental Lightweight Belt.